I appreciate you joining me today. We are going to be looking at one of the kings of Judah named Joash. He's called Joash. He's also called Jehoash. Talking about the same individual. Our hymn today is called Awake My Tongue.
Awake my tongue, thy tribute bring to him who gave thee power to sing. Praise him who is all praise above, the source of wisdom and of love. How vast his knowledge, how profound, a deep where all our thoughts are drowned. The stars he numbers and their names he gives to all those heavenly flames.
All right, let's look at our third and fourth verses as well. Through each bright world above, behold 10,000 charms unfold. Earth, air, and mighty seas combine to speak his wisdom, all divine. But in redemption, oh what grace! Its wonders, oh what thought can trace! Here wisdom shines forever bright. Praise him, my soul, with sweet delight. Awake my tongue. We left off yesterday talking about Jehu, and Jehu was appointed by the Lord to deal with a lot of people. And you see what this chapter is entitled, and that's what Jehu does. So Ahab is dead, but now we're dealing with Ahab's family, and so there's a lot of killing that happens. And so as this progresses, and Jehu met with the brothers of Ahaziah, king of Judah. They say, oh, we're the brothers of Ahaziah, and we've come down to greet the sons of the king and the sons of the queen mother, and they are going to be killed as well. But this is going to come back into play. So Ahaziah is dead. The queen mother is not, though, and that's the issue. Then Jehu strikes down the prophets of Baal, like we spoke about yesterday. And now when Athaliah, the mother of Ahaziah, saw that her son was dead, she arose and destroyed all the royal heirs. So she's going on a killing spree, is what she's doing. But Jehosheba, the daughter of King Joram, sister of Ahaziah, took Joash, the son of Ahaziah, and stole him away from the king's sons who were being murdered. They hid him and his nurse in the bedroom from Athaliah so that he was not killed. All right, and we're going to come back and we're going to read verses 3 and 4 here in a moment. But it's actually, Joash starts so well. He's 7 years old when he becomes king. And I was thinking about the hymn, Awake My Tongue. You know, when we usually think about children who become king, boys who became king, we usually think of Josiah. We could also think of Joash. He's 7 years old. And it's a very, very difficult time, very tumultuous time in Judah. And Joash, he's going to do so much that is so good. And he starts in his youth. And what a wonderful thing. Remember the Lord thy God. Remember your Creator in the days of your youth. As Ecclesiastes says, the sooner the better. And that's Joash. He starts off so well. Now what does he do? Well, let's look in chapter 12. In chapter 12 says, in the 7th year of Jehu, Joash became king. He's going to reign 40 years in Israel. He did what was right in the sight of the Lord all the days in which Jehoiada the priest instructed him. Hang on to that for tomorrow. Okay, he's did what was right all the days in which Jehoiada instructed him. And what he ends up doing is they're repairing the temple. All the money of the dedicated gifts, right? He says to the priests, all of these funds, each from his constituency, let them repair the damages of the temple wherever any dilapidation is found. And it's a wonderful thing. He was fixing wrongs. His father was wicked, and he's fixing wrongs. And that's a good thing. I was thinking about Nehemiah. When Nehemiah comes to Jerusalem and the walls all broken down to the point where even an animal can't pass. And it's like, why aren't you guys doing something about this? And that sometimes folks just get used to problems. It's like, well, the temple's dilapidated. It's old. What are you going to do? And it's like, repair it, fix it, and you try to address problems. You try to leave things better than when you got there. When Joash becomes king, it's like there's dilapidation, and he has them get busy. And guess what? They don't get as busy as he thinks they ought to get, and so he gets on them about that to get the work done. And so you try to fix wrongs. You don't just overlook things. It's like, no, if there's an issue, address it. Now, back to the account. I want to talk about Jehoiada for a second, the priest. And that's one reason I gave all that intro about what was happening. Because Athaliah, the mother of Ahaziah, she's on a killing spree. And so Joash is stolen away, and he is being kept in hiding. Him and his nurse, they're being kept in hiding from Athaliah. He was hidden with her, that'd be the nurse, in the house of the Lord for 6 years, while Athaliah reigned over the land. And in the 7th year, Jehoiada sent and brought the captains of the hundreds out. And what he does is he commands all of them. He brought them into the house of the Lord. He makes them make vows, and he commands them, and he says, this is what you're going to do. You are going to protect him with your lives. Verse 8, you shall surround the king on all sides. Every man with his weapon in his hand, whoever comes within range, let him be put to death. And so the captains of the hundreds, all of those individuals, they did what Jehoiada, the priest, told them to do. What Jehoiada had been doing was he had been waiting. He had been waiting for 6 years. Joash had been hidden since he was 1 year old, since he was a baby. And he's been waiting. And this woman, Athaliah, she's as wicked as all get out. And Jehoiada is just waiting. There is a time to speak, but there's a time to be silent. And Jehoiada, he's just waiting. But then when he thinks it's the right time, and it's get the boy. And you soldiers, you surround him and you protect him. There's a time to be silent and there's a time to speak. And now it's time to speak. Appreciate you. Hope you have a good day. Join us tomorrow for another portion of our Daily Praise.